Have you ever noticed how one small comment can ruin your whole day? A stranger cuts in line, your friend ignores your message, or your boss raises an eyebrow, and suddenly your peace is gone. But what if I told you that no one can make you angry unless you give them permission? This is the story of a man who used to burn with anger at everything, and how one simple lesson turned his fire into light. In a small valley village lived a blacksmith named Arun. His muscles were strong, but his temper was stronger. If a worker dropped a tool, he shouted. If his wife forgot to add salt, he slammed the table. If children laughed outside his workshop, he screamed, "Can't you be quiet for once?" Arun believed the world was filled with fools and he was the only one right. But in truth, he was a prisoner of his own fury. One morning, after another argument, his wife said softly, "Arun, you spend so much energy trying to control others, but who's really in control them? Or your anger?" Those words bothered him more than he admitted. That night, he couldn't sleep. Days later, a traveler came through the village, an old wanderer with eyes like still water. He carried no books, no bags, just silence. The villagers said he once studied the mind deeper than mountains study the sky. Arun went to him with folded arms. "Old man," he said, "teach me how to stop people from making me angry." The wanderer smiled. "Stop people? No, but maybe you can stop yourself." He handed Arun a cup of muddy water. "When the water shakes, can you see your reflection?" Arun shook his head. "When your mind shakes," said the wanderer, "you can't see truth." He continued, "Anger is borrowed fire. You think it burns others, but it always burns you first." Days passed. Arun began noticing his triggers, the way anger rose like boiling water. Every time he felt it rising, he whispered to himself, "Don't feed the fire." He failed often, but every time he paused instead of reacted, the flame shrank. One afternoon, a merchant tried to cheat him. Arun felt his blood heat the old fire returning. But then he remembered the wanderer's words. "You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sail." So he smiled and walked away. It was the first time silence felt stronger than shouting. Months later, children teased him. "Look, the angry blacksmith turned into a saint." He laughed and replied, "When someone offers you poison, you don't have to drink it." The laughter stopped. The children didn't understand, but one day they would. Years passed. People came to Arun for advice. He'd tell them, "Peace isn't about silence outside, it's about quiet inside." And when a young boy asked, "Don't people still make you angry?" Arun smiled. "They try, but I stopped giving them the match to light my fire." So remember, you can't control how people act, but you can control how you react. Real strength isn't in shouting louder, it's in staying peaceful when the world provokes you. Every reaction is a choice. Every calm breath is power. If this story touched your heart, follow Cozy English Stories, because every story here helps you live calmer, wiser, and stronger.